Greetings to you this day. This is Michelle Strickland, and I'm coming to you today with my daily theology lesson. It's my daily meditation that I do for myself. I record it and I release it because maybe somebody else out there can get something out of it. It just so happens that I love God. Choose God this day. The bad guys, they sin. The good guys, we sin. We all sin. It's whom you serve. You don't have to be perfect. No one is perfect. No one. That doesn't mean that you don't have to suffer your consequence, good or bad. You know, if you come to God's team, we all do. We don't get away from that. Love yourself, because if you love yourself and nobody else loves you, you'll be okay. You know, you'll be okay. And never give up on yourself, you know, because if you have yourself, you have everything. You know, if you lost everything, if you have yourself, you have it all. You can always rebuild. For those of you just tuning in, I focus out of 3 major religious texts: the Bible, the Quran, and I'm in an introductory Buddhist paperback called The Shape of Suffering, and it deals with dependent core rising. And I try to rotate these texts at least twice a week, sometimes more, sometimes less, depending on how I'm led to meditate each day. Anyway, I'm back on the rotation for The Shape of Suffering, and it deals with dependent core rising. Without no this, there's no that, and everything that we say and do has an effect on our senses. That's just to give you an idea. And I don't usually read a whole lot from The Shape of Suffering. So if a monk teaches the Dhamma for the sake of the disenchantment, dispensation, and cessation with regard to ignorance, he deserves to be called a monk who is a speaker of Dhamma. If he practices for the sake of disenchantment, dispensation, and cessation with regard to ignorance, he deserves to be called a monk who practices the Dhamma in accordance with the Dhamma. If through disenchantment, dispensation, cessation, and lack of clinging, sustenance with regard to ignorance, he is released, then he deserves to be called a monk who has attained unbinding in the here and now. I'm going to stop right there. Have a good day.